I'm honored to be here tonight to introduce a music icon. As a little girl grew into his music, I, like millions around the world, tried to mimic his unique and thrilling singing and dancing. He's still doing it. But today what I'm trying to mimic is his passion for helping others. It is an example for all of us. He believes we can really change the world. And he's doing it. He still remains the biggest selling recording artist in the history of music. The king of pop. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome artist and humanitarian Michael Jackson.
Here's the reason why I'm here. In 25 years of the Oprah show, I taped 217 episodes on sexual abuse. I tried and tried and tried to get the message across to people that sexual abuse was not just abuse, it was also sexual seduction. But for me, this moment transcends Michael Jackson. It is much bigger than any one person. This is a moment in time that allows us to see this societal corruption. It's like a scourge on humanity.
That I am particularly upset by the handling of this mass matter by the incredible, terrible mass media. At every opportunity, the media has dissected and manipulated these allegations to reach their own conclusions. I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
He dances good, and when he was a little boy, he was singing so cool.
I grew up with his music, and I think he's extremely talented.
This kid does a little bit of everything. He's just so different, so unique in his style.
His thing is music, okay? He's just himself, you know?
People would die for him. Like, you see all those pictures of people all crying and trampling over each other just to get a glimpse of him.
I think he's the ultimate live performer.
I don't know how anybody can dance like that.
He's a great singer. I love him.
He's a genius.
He's the king of pop.
The man is just tremendous. And I'm in my 70s and I love him, so you can imagine what my teenagers do.
He's always been the greatest in my book.
I think he's, a gift to people who love music.
I just wish that he would just kind of take down his walls and just kind of show the world who he really is.
Good evening. I'm Oprah Winfrey, bringing you a world-exclusive interview with the most elusive superstar in the history of music, Michael Jackson. I'm here in front of his California home. It's a ranch on the outskirts of Santa Barbara where just inside is the man who has broken every possible musical record, denied interviews, and defied definition for years. For nearly a quarter of a century, he has been an innovator of music, of dance, of videos, even fashion. And nothing he does is anything short of spectacular. Tonight, Michael Jackson will continue to surprise us with a rare personal tour of his astounding home, which includes a private movie theater and full-scale amusement park. You're also going to see a special performance by him and the world premiere of his latest music video. Tonight, his silence is broken. Go, girl! I just wanted to let the world know that when we agreed to do this interview, you said that you would be willing to talk to me about everything, and we haven't discussed one single question that's going to be asked here tonight. Just wanted to make that right.
Very true.
Very true. One day, I was in my house, and the phone rang, and I picked up the phone. Hello. And he said, hi, Oprah, this is Michael. Michael who? Michael. He said, this is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson? I said, this is Michael Jackson? I put down the phone. I ran in the other room where the executive producer, Debbie, was. She was over my house, and I went, Debbie! Debbie! Michael Jackson's on the phone! Michael Jackson! It's him! It really is him! I go back to the phone. I went, hi, Michael. How are you? And ever since then, we've been setting up this interview. Things have been so busy around here. A few weeks ago, I arranged to make a commercial with Michael. So I flew out to his California ranch. I did. I was really excited. I couldn't decide what, because you're going to meet Michael Jackson. What are you going to wear? So I had this whole big thing in the hotel room about, should I wear this or should I wear that? So my staff and I tried to pick out the right outfit. Should I wear the red jacket or the black suit or the glitzy gown or just a kind of a casual sweater? I finally made up my mind, and we left my hotel room with some clothes on my back and headed for Michael's ranch, where we shot a TV commercial. And shooting this was not nearly as glamorous as you might think. Michael had to stand like a statue for hours while I smiled myself away. It took us all day to finish this commercial. Pretty, Sophia. Pretty girl. Oh, ugly tongue, though. Ugly tongue, Sophia. I gotta go. I gotta go interview Michael Jackson. Excuse me. I gotta go get my tape together.
Gene Simmons tongue, if you ever saw.
Woo, that's a Gene. Thanks for letting me see her. She is. It's incredible.
Thank you.
And I want to know whether or not you did this for yourself, or did you do it for all the children that you entertain here?
For myself and the children. Every 3 weeks we have terminally ill children that come to the house. Yeah. Make-A-Wish Foundation, Dream Street,
every 3 weeks?
Starlight, yes. Yeah. And these are sick children, children with cancer, and I entertain them. And they come here.
This is unbelievable.
Enjoy themselves.
And what I have to say is these are not, as I was talking to some kids who were here, these aren't just grandma rides here. These are some major rides. I mean, the Sea Dragon and the Ferris wheel, and there's that zipper over there.
The Wipeout.
Yeah, Wipeout. There are bumper cars here. It's really...
Thank you. Well, it brings out the child that lives inside of everybody. I love rides and things like that.
Were you able to do it when you were a kid? And
not really. Sometime, but not often enough.
But now you can anytime?
Every day, it's right in my backyard.
How often do you actually come out here and do this?
Whenever I'm here, I come out and I go on the ride.
Is this a part of you, what we were talking about earlier, the pain of growing up and not being able to experience all the things that kids normally experience, and so now you are fulfilling all of those fantasies?
You compensate, yes.
Really?
Yes, it's very true.
Do you think you can ever really recapture it, though? Does it feel the same? I mean, I don't know.
It's more fun. I wouldn't
really?
change the past if I had to.
Would not?
I'm enjoying myself.
And here we are inside the theater. I had one too many sugar babies here the other day at the candy counter. But the candy's here for all the kids, and Pinocchio's here, and E.T.'s here. What's fascinating to me about you is that obviously you have this childlike aura about you. And I see children with you, and they play with you like you are one of them. But a child did not do this. A child did not put this together.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, this is really magnificent.
Well, thank you. We have the children, we'll have 100 bald-headed children here who they all have cancer. And they're running around and they're enjoying themselves, and it just makes me cry happy tears that I was able to do that for them. You know? It makes me so pleased inside.
Well, when I came here to about a month ago to shoot commercials with you for promoting tonight's event. One of the things that really impressed me the most, and I hope you guys are getting shots of this. I don't know how you are if all the cameras are on us, but oh, we got other cameras. Is that there are built inside the walls here beds. Beds for some of those sick children who come. And what I realized when I saw that is that you have to be a person who really cares about children to build it into your architecture.
Yes.
Yes.
We have children that come who are intravenously, they're very sick and they're bedridden and they
Can't sit up.
Right, they can't sit up. And these beds, they're hospital beds. You push a button, they move up and they move down, and they're able to watch. We have a magic show. We show the current films, if it's cartoons, anything, you know, and anything so they can escape to that world of magic that they don't get a chance to experience, the world that I was deprived of.
Now let me ask you this. Little. You know, I believe everything happens in people's lives for a reason. Do you think that had you not missed a lot of the life and fun and fantasy of childhood, that you would be so in touch with children today? Would you relate to them as you do?
I probably would, but not as much. That's why I wouldn't change a thing.
Really?
Because I'm happy with the way things are and my caring for young people and everything.
So many mothers in my audience have said to please ask you this question.
Yeah.
Why do you always grab your crotch?
Why do I grab my crotch?
Yeah, why? We think you got a thing with your crotch going on
I think
here.
it happens subliminally. When I dance, if you're a dancer, you know, you're just interpreting the sounds and the accompaniment of the music. If there's a driving bass, you become the bass. If there's a cello, if there's a string, you become that. So you become the emotion of what that sound is, okay? So if I'm doing a movement and I go bam, and I grab myself, it's the music that compels me to do it. It's not saying I'm getting ready to grab down there and it's not a great place. You don't think about it, it just happens. Sometime I'll look back at the footage and I'll go, did I do that?
Yeah.
So I'm slave to the rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think the alarm's going off in the house. I don't know why. But we're going to fix it in a minute. We're in live television, so we're going to go to break. These things happen. We'll be right back.
Okay.
I think we've cleared up all the rumors, though. There are no chimps running around the house, no oxygen tank in the house. I don't know. Are you going to lay off the crotch a little bit?
Ask the music.
Ask the music. Will he lay off the crotch? What do you want most? What do you want the world to know about you most? I ask Liz that of you. What do you want them to know?
Like to be remembered for?
Well, not be remembered for. What about known for now? Forget remembered.
Oh, known for now. As to be an artist, a great artist. I love what I do, and I would love people to love what I do. And to be loved, I just simply want to be loved wherever I go, all over the world, because I love people of all races from my heart with true affection.
You know, I can't thank you enough for letting us in, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. I love being here because it makes me feel like a child again. And one of the things I promised myself was when this interview was over, live around the world, I was going to go get on that Ferris wheel. And that is exactly what I intend to do. I'm going to take off my blue shoes, and I'm going to ride on the Ferris wheel. I'm going to have a good time, have myself a little popcorn maybe. And maybe when it's all over, you'll teach me how to do the moonwalk when everybody's not watching. Maybe that'll be fun. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. This was fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Transition over the years. You know, I really don't talk about my brother really anymore. That's a decision I made for myself. Good for you.
We heard he was going to have a baby. Were you happy about that?
I was very happy, and here we are talking about my brother again.
Okay, fine. I won't bring it up again. Janet's feeling real good about herself. And as you know, Michael said that he had felt betrayed by Martin Bashir. So last night, Michael ran his side of the story on Fox. They called it the footage you were never meant to see. The issue is the children and Michael's perception that sleeping with children as a grown man is okay, right? And for him to say that nothing sexual is going on, that does not matter. if nothing sexual is going on. That does not matter.
He was a great entertainer, and now he has become possibly some kind of an offender. And I think we should investigate.
Come on, he said it. He said he's done this. So where are the officials? Come on in now. He's told you. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? That's my question. If he's supposedly done this, come on out and get him. What are we waiting on?
Not a friend. I was someone who had interviewed him, and at the time really had a lot of compassion for him. And those feelings about him changed over the years? The feelings didn't change. In terms of my sense of compassion for him, what I felt was a sense of sadness. I never knew, what the truth was, as none of us now will ever know what the truth was. But anytime anybody has allegations of child abuse against them, that causes me to take a pause. Right. Hello. Hi, Paris. Hello, Mrs. Jackson. How are you? Okay, good to see you again. Good to see you again. Hello, darling. You look gorgeous. Thank you. Woo! You grew a lot. I was going to say you've grown probably 3 inches since I saw you. Thank you. I think 3. Don't you? Yes. Wow, I love your new digs. This is great. I love this. It seems sunnier. It seems brighter. It seems happier. Yeah. Do you like it? Do you like it better than Havenhurst?
Ugly. He thought of himself as ugly. Changed his nose, and his nose got smaller and smaller. Alleged drug overdose. Maybe he was on drugs. Who knows whether he was on drugs? And you remember that day he came in what looked like his pajamas. Was there a part of you that wanted to believe him, but you knew? Did you ever, for one instant, ever think that there was a possibility that he could be guilty of molesting a child? No. June 25th. Dr. Conrad Murray. Do you think he murdered your son? What did you think of the way he was raising them? Blanket was held out the window. We would see the children walking around with the veils on. Do you think it's good for the children to be out in public and not veiled? Do you think that's good? Let me read an excerpt of what you wrote the day after Michael died. The person I failed to help is being transferred right now to the LA County Coroner's Office. And right now, I am gutted. Gutted, empty, dug out. Did you suspect a drug problem? There was a big part of you that didn't want to see the truth.
The truth in what way?
The truth about the drugs. Ever seen any inappropriate behavior between Michael Jackson and young children?
Are you asking me again?
I'm asking you again.
Absolutely not in any way. I did not see anything.
So you never saw anything, and to this day, you don't believe that any of those charges were true?
I never saw anything like that.
The problem was people around him. Poor Michael Jackson has always attracted just a large number of just very disingenuous types who would try to ingratiate themselves with him, try to make him think they were his friend, and then turn on him in some way. What happens with celebrities so often is this, people want to be around them, and they try to create a need for themselves. What they try to do is keep the celebrity off balance, insecure, terrified, scared. They create their need, and they don't want that need to be fulfilled or they won't be needed anymore. So basically they're constantly trying to get their 2 cents in to keep the celebrity off balance, scared. Just the way they reported the case was just remarkable. They would hear salacious testimony and the reporters would run out and report it. They would not wait for the cross most of the time, or they'd want to ignore the cross. And it was just clearly their goal was ratings, revenue, which you would expect. They're nothing but businesses. And their goal was to see him go down. They think what they watch on TV is the trial. And that's not the trial.
Old, and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis. It feels good. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good.
Ever wondered why we never hear of any allegations against Oprah in the media? Whether it's her father getting accused of assault, or her school in Africa for being in the light in relation to child trafficking, or her silence on her best friend Harvey Weinstein, or John of God, whom she had even promoted. You will never hear stories that demeans her reputation, even if they're true. That's the treatment a black person in America gets when they follow the rules, and not go out of their league to expose the people in power. Something that Jackson never did, for which he had to pay the price throughout his life. The media was certainly disgusted that a black man owned half of the music industry. The media was angry that a black man won the hearts of every race, every age, every demographic, globally. The media was repulsed that a black man had more success and money than their white idols.
I think people are just jealous. You gotta look at the man's heart. You look at what he does for the children, for people in general. I don't care what he does to his face. He has to live with that, you know? This is heart. That's what matters. He's a great entertainer. Take all the other crap. He's the best. He's the greatest.
Tabloid junk. We need to burn all the tabloids.
I'm here to say, you are crazy, stupid, ridiculous, horrifying garbage, and completely false. I think you might be right.
This is exactly why we call Michael Jackson the king of pop. If it wasn't for Michael Jackson, I would never have ever performed. He's made such an impact on my life and every performer's life. Michael Jackson, I love you. We all love you. I want you to give it up for the king of pop, Michael, 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 Michael Jackson. Congratulations. Diamond Award.
I love you. I love all the fans from the bottom of my heart.